So I got my vaccine. This Delta variant with the COVID. So since I've been back, I've had two discussions about the Delta variant. One with someone I'm working with this summer, who is an Oxford scholar, and he studied a bit of virology. So did I in college. Um, Viruses are similar to living organisms in that they mutate, evolve over time. It was best said on the BBC interview, they're interviewing a virologist who said, from Belgium, she said the thing with the COVID-19 and the Delta variant, right? What's happening is we've been telling people to wear a mask and stand 6 feet apart. And that takes care of maybe 99.999% of all the COVID-19 viruses or the variant of that original variant of the COVID-19 virus. So those precautions took care of that and kept us from either getting sick, a lot of people from getting sick and getting infected with the virus. Now, the thing with viruses that's a little different when it comes to evolution, they evolve. The evolution of some viruses, not all viruses, I'm not an expert in this, but it's accelerated, right? The same way, like I think fruit flies or insects, you can have accelerated evolutionary cycles, because the life cycles of these things are different than human cycles, right? Life cycle of an average human is what, 80, 90 years, and so forth. The life cycle of a virus, or the evolutionary cycle of a virus, is much shorter than that. The issue with this is 6 feet, wear a mask works for 99.99% of all the virus. But you have that 0.1%, 0.0001% of that virus that could get by that, could get through a standard surgical mask, could get beyond 6 feet, right? And whilst the viruses, the 99.99% of the viruses that don't make that 6 feet gap or get through into the mask, die out or wane away, that 0.0001% becomes 0.01%, becomes 0.1%, becomes 0.1%, becomes 1%, becomes 2%, becomes 3%. And as I did in my previous video on this, these things, it's not a rate that doubles or grows by +1. It's a logarithmic growth, exponential growth. So 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 16, 16 becomes 32, and so forth, right? And at 1% that could get past 6 feet in the mask is the Delta variant. Is what makes it. Because viruses will evolve in two ways, right? The effect it has on the host, as well as the methods it uses to transfer from host to host or spread, right? Viruses want to do two things. They want to spread, and they want to get the most out of that host body, whether and that's the way with us getting sick, if that makes sense. So they want to get the most from us when they infect us, and they want to spread as quickly as possible. It's the two vectors for viruses in terms of growth and evolution. Those are the two evolutionary vectors of a virus, right? To get the most from the host before they move on, and to spread as quickly as possible, right? That's the point of a virus, right? You could admit that you don't believe it or whatever, but that's the point of it. Whether you believe in COVID-19 or you believe in wearing a mask or not, that's the point of COVID. I said that whilst we're pussyfooting about wearing a mask or not, COVID is out there singing and dancing, doing its thing, right? It's not going to take a break whilst we decide what's best for us, or whether we decide to follow the science or not. COVID will do what it needs to do. It doesn't give a shit about what we feel and our emotions, and I can't wear a mask because it looks bad or it makes me look weird. No, COVID don't give a shit about what you think and what your politics are, if you think about that, right? Argue with my cousin who felt she took the vaccine because her job forced her to. And she's telling another cousin of mine who has um an option whether to take it or not. And she's young. These are my cousins are in their 20s. She's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take my COVID test, my vaccine this weekend or something, or this the end of the week. And she's saying, don't do it, because I didn't have a choice. I had to do it. She's Republican. My younger cousin, she's whatever, but, and I'm telling her, homegirl, get the vaccine, right? There's a Delta variant that's seemingly growing as I'm writing this text to you guys, right? We don't know the full extent of how it'll affect you. Or she has older parents. However, it's gonna affect your parents if you go out. And she's always going out. My cousins in 20s, they're very social. You go out and you bring it back home. How is it gonna affect your parents? Take the vaccine. I've gotten the vaccine. A lot of people got the vaccine. You'll be probably fine from the vaccine, right? The Delta variant, however, is an evolved version of COVID, and it's not the. They had scenarios of how this thing would have evolved, and it's funny enough. It's not. It's not. I don't think it's one of those scenarios. So that's to show you how tricky this thing is. It's not a joke. It's not to be cool or to make you believe one way. There was no COVID-19 in the Bible, right? And a lot of these people are like religious, saying, oh no, you gotta protect your body, you can't put it in your body. But yet they go eat garbage, they go eat fast food, they go eat, drink sodas all the time, right? But to put something in their body that could save their parents' lives or their own lives, I gotta think about this. I don't know, it feels like I'm being infringed upon. So don't be an idiot. Either take the vaccine, but if you don't want to do the vaccine, you gotta follow the protocols, right? The Delta variant is no joke. And the thing with evolution, right? Guess what? Evolution is also exponential, right? So if COVID-19 evolved to the Delta variant, the variant that will come after the Delta variant will be a lot tougher to beat, right? And I said from a year ago, I did a video somewhere, and I said, if we don't do this now, it's going to get worse. It's not going to get better. It's not going to disappear because of summer, because Donald Trump said it's good. We're turning the corner and it's going to go away. Take care of it now, guys.